Warning: the following content may contain elements that are not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Geoguessr. We're doing Africa today, the Pizza Guy map, 3-minute time challenge, and I just want to give full disclosure. I am fully expecting to lose and probably not score more than 5,000 points. I'm trying to be honest. Now, it does look like we could be on the left-hand side of the road, but it's to me a one-lane road. Now, the extent of Africa that I am familiar with is almost nothing. Now, we are definitely on the left-hand side of the road based on the fact that we now have 2 speed limit signs. So we are coming out to a town that could potentially help us. However, with my pretty lackluster amount of knowledge on most of the continent of Africa, I do not expect to be walking away with this one. Now, we do have a town name. That's great and all. We have a town name. The town name is Moroka. M-O-R-O-K-A. I don't know anything about this place. We're doing this to try and help not only myself, but everyone get a better understanding of the continent of Africa. It is a very large continent. There are several countries. I think about half of it isn't covered by Google Street View, but there's also a good chunk of that is the Sahara Desert. There is English, so that could lead credibility to South Africa, which is one of the more well-known African countries, along with Kenya and Ghana. So, Namola Liquor Restaurant, Castle Lager. So that's of Castle. I'm pretty sure is English. It's an English beer, which would make sense if we do end up guessing South Africa. Now we're gonna need as many tips and tricks and hints and clues as we can get, so that whenever we have an African map like this, we have a better chance and a better understanding of where we are. Botswana, perfect. Alright, so we're in Moroka, Botswana. See, that's all it takes, guys. We're not going to find it. We don't have enough time. Let's just go up by Moan. I didn't even click it far enough. The leader actually got it. You guys almost got it right on the fucking head. Good for you guys. Good for fucking you guys. Holy shit. Now, that's where I'm going to need the tips and tricks. I don't know, man. This doesn't feel too African to me. I don't know if that makes me a piece of shit. So this probably loses credibility. We're in a more popular... We're definitely on the left-hand side of the road, which can be South Africa. Body fuel, refill for less, Hungry Lion, Checkers, liquor store. So we can probably find something. That looks like there's a church here. ATM branch, landlords, magistrate. God damn. So the fact that there's Christian influences here, that might mean something to us. Pictorial. What else does that say? The Beaufort Museum. I don't know anything about Beaufort. I'm sure we're probably somewhere. The Unisa. Golly. Alright, let's check out the church. The church won't have something to do with it. I'm still thinking, obviously everything's going to be in Africa. But we could be the Canary Islands, because that was one of the things in the clues, was that we could be in the Canary Islands. Now, I don't know too much about the Canary Islands, but could it be something similar to what we're looking at here? Now, that's me talking to myself. That's me, obviously, talking to myself, but not really. I don't know too much, obviously. You guys definitely have more about it than I do. The Valley Museum, tires, AutoZone. Like this is definitely a more popular place. Western Cape Government. So the Western Cape is over here. Isn't it Cape Town? Or is there something over here that they're talking about? Let's see. Western Cape. Yeah, maybe that's what they're actually, the name is. The Western Cape. So we could be in Western Cape, West Cape, East London, Port Edward. We only got like a minute, guys, so we can't really spend too much time looking for a place if we don't even know if that's the name. But there's definitely a Christian influence here. There's a telephone there. Combo sign. That doesn't fucking help us. Crawford. Is there a Crawford anywhere? I gotta do just like a quick little dingy guess, which sucks. Obviously, if we didn't have this, we would have been fine. Stationary, but it's .com, which sucks. Nothing, man. Nothing. Obviously, we probably missed a few hints. Always refreshing Coca-Cola. Oh, fuck me. And that was a really good guess. Now, you guys obviously got it right in the fucking head. But I threw a random guess in there. At least we knew it was South Africa. And that's... We're getting better at knowing which country we're in. But that's pretty much the extent of what we can and can't do. Now, that looks like the Italian flag. We're in Senegal. Alright. So that was easy to find. Senegal, which is over here. I don't know too much about Senegal other than they had a chance in the World Cup, and sadly they did not make it. Now, I need to figure out, I guess on a personal level, what I can do to better differentiate between the African countries. Here's an ambulance. Everything's in English. We got an English stop sign. That over there wasn't English, but you know, the ambulance isn't in English. The stop signs are in English. Are the taxis? Yeah, it says taxi in English. So, like, I gotta figure out, I don't even know if it's considered a personal level, how to better differentiate between different places, especially on the African continent. Now, this does look like it has some French influences to it. I don't know too much about some of these places. They have an English town, St. Louis. They have Kibimir. Like, so all these names are all over the place. So there's a lot of different influences on this country. And that could potentially throw us off in the long run. Or, for all we know, I don't know this for a fact, but hear me out. What if... Oh, here's the military post. What if Senegal is the only country in Africa, I'm not saying it is, that has French influences? That could be like a good tip. If I ever know for a fact that I'm on the continent of Africa and I just happen to see French, I'll be like, all right, Senegal. You know? Those are the kind of tips and tricks I'm looking for. Siege Society. We're definitely by... This looks like a market. It doesn't look like a approved market. Kind of looks like people just set up fucking camp. But this has got to be a city. So I'm going to go to Thies. Thies. And hope for fucking luck. And it was, in fact, Thies. I just happened to guess the wrong part of it. That's kind of cool. That's really cool. So, obviously that's a guess. These are all guesses. So, I want to know your tips, your tricks. It does look like we are on the left-hand side of the road again. Let's see if we can get anything from that license plate. We can't. It's going to be blurred out on both sides. But so far, we're 3 for 3 when it comes to the country. I know I just jinxed us, right? I know for a fact that I just jinxed us. But I think we have potential. And clearly, I thought I was not going to be able to break 5,000. And in 3 rounds, we're pretty much at 12,000. So maybe I should give myself a little bit more credit. Probably not. I'm going to make a nice mistake here and there. Bethany Primary Schools. It's in English again. Now, I don't know how many countries in Africa have English as one of their primary languages, but you know, it could be a lot of them actually, because I'm pretty sure the continent of Africa has dealt with a lot of colonial rule over the past, I'm not going to say like 500 years, right? Like it was the British, the French, the Spanish, the Portuguese, the Dutch. And who was I think maybe there were some Germanic influences. I know Islam most of the Islamic countries came into Africa a while ago, and there was huge Islamic influence kind of in the northern sphere of that. So I don't know where the influences are, and I don't know what still is. But the fact that we're seeing English is kind of telling. Now, there are mountains that I saw in the beginning. We can see them over here now. Now, that probably... I don't know too much about the geography, but I'm pretty sure the middle towards the top is pretty flat. I know there's the valleys of the king in Egypt, but I don't know really how tall those are. But those are more of the desert-y areas. We have a lot of green here, which is making me think we're probably somewhere in the green zone. Now, we only have like 45 seconds. So we don't have that much time, and we are getting a little bit of nothingness. There's speed limit signs. But that's the extent of the clues that we are probably going to be getting from this. Now, we just found this. This is a gas station. Mapota. I can't even pronounce that. But, you know, we got some gas stations. But that's probably the town we're in, the MPOMP3TA. But that's the extent of it. Bananas. Alright, we're going to go in Zimbabwe. And it was Swazizi. Swazili? Well, I knew I was going to jinx this. So I didn't know there was actually mountains down here. I figured it was more going to be over here. I don't know why. But there's where we lost it. But guys, we did a lot better than I thought we were going to end up doing. We got the Church of Pentecost. So this is I think it's a little eye-opening that maybe I do know a little bit more about Africa than I thought. Clearly, that last location, I had no idea where we were. But that was because I don't know the geography really of Africa. So I'm gonna look up probably a few maps, try and figure out where the high parts are, the low parts. I know there's Kilajamara. I can't even say it right now. But that is somewhere on the southern part of Africa. Kilimanjaro? Yeah, Kilimanjaro. Whatever. Now, that's I think the highest freestanding dormant volcano in the world? Mountain, maybe, even, if you want to consider it that. National Investment Bank, Western Union. There's a fucking Western Union? INB or NIB, so I don't know too much about that. We got some billboards coming up. We could probably look for a website. Toll booth, that was the toll booth. That's probably not gonna help us. New Young, but we got some interesting concepts. Now we just gotta find. Obviously, that toll road didn't tell us too much. We are on the right-hand side this time around. That changes everything. That definitely changes everything. Right-hand side of the road. Perfect. All right. Now I'm pretty sure we had a world map where Saint Cyprian, where we had a Ghana, and I'm pretty sure Ghana was on the left. It looks like we have a flag of sorts, red, yellow, green. I don't know too much about the flags of Africa. That might make me a bad person, but at least I'm being honest. Now let's go. We went back to start because we couldn't go any further. We can maybe try and find something here, but I don't think we're gonna find too much. Yeah, we got the red, yellow, and green again. I wish I fucking knew those colors, man. Hold on. There's a website here. .au? .au. I don't think it's Algeria. It could be Angola. But that's about it. I don't think it's the Canary Islands, which are these things right here. God. There's not really many other A names in here besides Algeria. But I don't think it's Algeria. There's no other A's as far as I can tell. So I guess we're going to guess Angola. And I don't even know what to fucking guess. We're going to guess over here. And it actually turns out to be Ghana. I could have sworn Ghana was left-hand side drive. So we got to remember that flag reminds us of Ghana. So that's where we lost it. Those last two locations. Let's check out the full results. And Jay Philly coming in first place, 22,859. Deborah coming in second place. It looks like it was the South Africa that threw you off a little bit, but barely anything. You still got 22,471. Wolf Tracker coming in third place was 20,804. I almost tripled my expected score, which to me is pretty impressive. And that's 14,094. And Hilly von Biggen also looks like he had the same fuck up, or she had the same fuck up that I did, not guessing Ghana. But that was 12,978. So altogether, guys, not too bad, not too bad. For those of you who are not familiar, Monday we'll have Geoguessr. There will be no Geoguessr Sundays, but for that link on Monday, it will be on the 8 p.m. Eastern Subnautica video. So I look forward to seeing you all on Monday, guys. Have a good weekend. Thanksgiving's coming up for me, so I might take off Thursday, but I will let you guys know in the coming week, because that is in fact Thanksgiving, and I do have family coming up, so I might want to spend some time with them. But I do look forward to seeing you all on Monday. Have a good rest of your day, and bye-bye.